You're listening to littlepodcast.com. Hashtag Snapchat. Hashtag dabbing. Hashtag Pop Leo.
Main character's mom is hot.
And I was like, dude, my mom's hot.
Oh wait, I'm on safe search moderate. I gotta get better.
Yay, America!
Welcome to Born in the 80s. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Adam Ham.
Oh, there he is.
Matt Hank!
And TJ May.
That's right. We're all here today. Matt, what were you just talking about?
Do we want to start on this?
Misery Vampire.
Well, we were looking for news to talk about, and we're recording on Friday.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. So there's a website
Black
called
Friday.
blackfridaydeathcount.com.
Yeah.
And they have 9 deaths and 102 injuries listed for today.
I would like to mention Black Friday, a.k.a. The Purge Light, or Diet The Purge. Let's see here. Let's see what Black Friday has in store for this year, 2016.
Shopper opens fire, killing one over Walmart parking lot in Reno, Nevada.
Parking spot.
Shot a man in Reno, just watch him die.
In Walmart. Black Friday kicks off with deadly shooting at New Jersey Mall. Policeman stabbed in neck, confronting HMV shoplifter.
What is wrong with you, America?
Injured, one charged after shots fired outside of Wolf Chase Galleria in Tennessee. I'm not seeing too much other breaking news,
No.
though. So, be so bad.
I didn't leave
That-
my
so
apartment
far-
until 7 p.m.
So far, 9 deaths in the last 10 years and 102 injuries. So,
And it's not even like the stuff you should know about Black Friday. Their episode about that is very eye-opening because it's like not that great of deals and it's not profitable for the merchants.
whose episode were you saying here?
It's like it's stuff you should know. It's like it's a lose-lose for everyone involved, but it keeps happening for some reason.
Yeah, for sure. Because, people only buy the shit that is so cheap that they're not making any money off of it anyway. And I think the thought is to get people in the store so they buy other stuff.
And they don't.
Yeah, and you have me, who's just like, I'm just going to stay home, and Amazon will price match basically everything, and I'll just get it delivered to me. So that's going on. Well, what was everyone's Black Friday, hashtag Black Friday hauls?
I got a 1-month supply of Prozac,
Okay.
and that's the only thing I bought today.
Okay. All right, Matt. Let's see here. I bought a lot of stuff actually. So let's get through it. Let's just get through it, You got to get through it. I canceled my EA or my Origin Access. The computer membership for the Origin, like getting EA games for free. Because I was going to keep it until they made, because they were teasing like, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is the Mirror's Edge game that I think came out this spring.
Yeah.
And the Star Wars Battlefront would be free on there like soon. And then I saw the headline when I went to their storefront to look for Black Friday stuff. No real good deals there, so whatever. But and they said new in the vault, Mirror's Edge Catalysts. No mention of the Star Wars Battlefront. And so I was like, well, fuck you then. I'm not going to have this anymore. Because I was expecting that to come out like now. And I don't know. Supposedly they put that teaser up in September. And you wait 3 months to put something out on a subscription service without any like, it's going to be available this month, like information, like subscribing to this. Like, anyway, so maybe I can finish Mirror's Edge Catalyst before my subscription runs out in a week. But anyway, it's only $5 a month. I got my money's worth because I bought Battlefield and I got 10% off, so it paid for the first month. Let's see. But so I didn't buy anything there. I bought some clothing from the King Size website. So bought some big and tall jeans, some Easy Care plain front pants in gray, dress slacks. Everything was 50% off on the store, so I got $220 worth of clothes for $100. So got some new pants, some nice dress slacks.
Good job.
Yeah,
And you didn't have to trample or shoot anyone.
Exactly. Let's see, I bought a book for a gift for someone on Amazon. It's pretty much the extent of my Black Friday shopping. And I bought an Amazon Fire TV stick because I have a Chromecast in the bedroom and I hate it.
Really?
It's fine, but the Chromecast just like disconnects randomly sometimes, and you're just like, come on. Like, whereas I heard the Fire TV stick was good, and I think they were $30 down from $40, so I was like, I'll try it. It's not a lot of money. It'll probably work better. I've heard they're good. And then what else did I buy? Oh, I bought a bunch of Steam games. Doom was on sale for $20.
The new one?
Yeah. See, Doom was $20. I bought Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and I bitched about that before we started recording the podcast, that there's some... The PC port is very bad. It is very laggy in multiplayer. Like, I get 20 frames a second. And, just in the multiplayer. Single player, it's, locked at 90, whatever the frame cap is. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Hopefully they fix it. Otherwise, I could get a refund on Steam because half a game, not worth it. What else is there? That's like basically it. Those are like the big ones. I think I bought the Shadowfall series as well. I think the whole Shadowfall collection. Hey, Adam, have you played any of the Shadowfall games?
I don't think so.
All right. Check them out on Steam because if you like Divinity Original Sin, it's like the exact same combat system. Turn-based movement, except for it's like cyberpunk future.
Cool.
The Shadowrun universe. It is cool. I bought it on my tablet like a while back for, I don't know, it was like a Humble Bundle thing. And I think they had all 3 games and their expansions for $10 on Steam.
Oh.
For the sale.
Actually, I think I have Shadowrun Returns.
Okay, yeah, that's the first
one. I haven't
played it. It's cool. It's definitely worth playing. So if you like that kind of turn-based, but it's all shooting, of course, because it's sci-fi cyberpunk future, but it's pretty cool, actually. Like, it's got a real cool style. So I didn't really buy a lot. It was mostly like buying clothes that I need to buy and a new pair of jeans. Very exciting. Let's see. And Adam, Black Friday haul. Hashtag Black Friday haul.
Basically just leftovers from Thanksgiving, and went to see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Where'd you find them?
Today, in the AMC Starplex.
Oh, nice.
I heard that was good. I heard like most of the people that are walking out of it are saying that they enjoy it more than the Harry Potter films because it stands as a standalone film better.
I really liked it a lot. I don't know if I would if I go that far, but it definitely is. Yeah, it's more adult than Harry Potter, kind of.
Not
not in that way.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a little bit more plot, I guess. Or, there's more high-level stuff going on.
Tell me what Eddie Redmayne did to you.
A lot of evaporating.
That's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
Yep.
I'll see your boner.
He seemed to be doing like a Matt Smith impression for most of the movie.
Yeah, he kind of
actually
like
just kind of want to see the. wanted to see Matt Smith play that part, actually.
Well, Matt Smith can't be in movies though, because he looks too British.
He was in Terminator Genesis, so like.
Yeah.
Like David Tennant is one handsome man. I'll watch him in anything, but I don't know about Matt Smith. Peter Capaldi's great, but he's very British looking too.
Yeah,
But
he's old, so he can be the old British guy and stuff.
That's true. He could be the angry old British guy. Adam, have you seen In the Loop or The Thick of It, the British show that he did? If you like Peter Capaldi,
I think I might have seen a little bit of In the Loop.
If you like Peter Capaldi yelling at people and swearing at people and insulting people in a hilarious way,
yes,
those series are good. I guess the TV show Veep is based off of that In the Thick of It. It's like an Americanized version, same director. So it's awesome though, because Peter Capaldi can throw out the F-bombs and insults, and it's hilarious. That guy's awesome. I like him as the Who.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Matt's Black
Although
Friday.
I've heard that he might be leaving.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard he was. This might be the end. This last season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be crazy.
This is like his third season, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I think
So
he actually likes doing it. But there was talk of both of them leaving for a clean slate for whoever picks up after Moffat or something.
Okay. Cool.
Indeed.
That's your Doctor Who News Minute, Adam Hand. When is that show hasn't been on in like 2 years, it feels like.
It feels that way, but there is the Christmas special, and then the new season I think will be starting in like April or something.
I always hate the Christmas specials.
Yeah, they're not always so
fun.
good.
Sometimes they're good, but a lot of times they're just like, ugh. Like,
Yeah,
it's got to have a bunch of
first one-
celebrities in here.
yeah. The first one with Clara I think was pretty good,
Yeah.
but
Oh, I miss her already.
Clara. Yeah,
I liked her a lot. I like thinking about her a lot.
yeah.
Do you need some time alone?
Sorry. I was in a bit of a haze there. Sorry. You pulled the wool over my eyes with mentioning Clara Osgood. Was that it?
Oswald.
Clara Oswald?
Osgood.
Osgin? What? What's her last name, Adam?
Clara
Her
Osington.
middle name is Oswin. I think it's Oswald is the last name or something.
Clara Oswald. That's the name.
Is the last name, yeah.
Played by Jenna Coleman,
I think Oswin is in the middle.
who is now in the show Victoria. She's 30. She was born in the 80s. Hashtag born in the 80s.
We should have her on the show.
Yeah, let's get her on the show. All right, here she is calling in.
Anything.
What's going on in there?
Hello, I'm Jenna Coleman.
Yes, that's every British girl.
Crumpets.
Oh shit. Yeah. So not too much of a haul, Adam, huh? You didn't
No,
do your American civic duty and splurge.
no, I didn't.
You didn't fight anyone for a toaster.
I splurged the week before by getting Sun and Moon.
You got both.
I got one for Isaiah.
I see. So you can trade.
Yeah.
I want to say this. I was looking for like a new Nintendo 3DS because I want one.
Mhm.
Because my old one has a very imperceptible but very noticeable crack in the screen in the very center. And I don't know how it happened, but it did at the top. It's underneath the glass or whatever the plastic is on the outer coating. So I don't know how it got there, but it's there. And I was like, man, if I could get one for like $120 or something, I'd probably buy one. there are no 3DS XLs on sale anywhere.
Nope.
Like, it's
No.
only the new Nintendo 3DS regular size, and I can't go back to the small one. I need the big
No.
guy. Ever since I got my
I think I got.
Yeah.
I got the Galaxy one. I think not too long ago for 200.
Yeah, and they're all like 200. And so Costco had a sale where it was the 3DS XL Galaxy, I believe that one, and Sun and Moon for 250. And it's like, well, I already bought Sun. And who would buy one 3DS with 2 games? Like,
That's kind of funny because I actually would.
I know you
That would
would.
have been perfect because I end up
particular
getting
situation.
exactly that.
But,
I mean, obviously not common, but
yeah, and then like some accessories pack, like a carrying case or something. And I was like, what? If it was just pick one of the two, then I would have Sun and Moon. And then, so you went with Sun, Adam, or Moon? Which one's your Moon, right?
I ended up going with Sun.
Okay.
Because Isaiah really liked Lunala, I think. I
Okay.
wanted.
Is he more of a night
to get
owl?
Lunala. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I'm pretty much night owl too, but I really like the. I don't know. I like the lion. Solgaleo.
I like Solagio or whatever. Solagio. How do you pronounce it?
Leo.
TJ? Do you know how to pronounce it?
It's either Solgaleo or Solgaleo.
Yeah, something like that. I like him too.
Solgaleo.
I didn't think I could handle
he's cool.
the switch because we talked about this on last week, but the 12-hour time switch was like part of that game. So I don't know if I can do that. Even though
It's not terrible.
Nah.
I mean,
you still have that crossover, in the afternoon, no matter which way you are. Either it's night turning into day or day turning into night. Either way. Let me think. TJ, what was your Black Friday haul?
2 bacon, egg, and cheese bagels and an orange juice.
Nice.
that was all I bought on Black Friday.
Nice. I think I'm going to go get McDonald's breakfast tomorrow morning because Lauren works.
Because I worked from 4 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon.
Nice. And was it a madhouse? Let's hear. Let's hear news from the front. Black Friday.
Hashtag fuck me. So Black Friday opening at 5 a.m. was pretty boring. Here's 20 people, and then we're dead for 2 hours.
Yeah, because it's fucking 4 in the morning or whatever it was when you
5 in the morning when we opened, and we didn't have shit. No one had shit for deals at all.
No, this year was nothing. Like Black Friday wise, like there wasn't a good deal for the PS4 or the Xbox One. They're all just like save $50, get a free game. Like,
yep. Well, that's what it was last year too, though.
Yeah, but but I feel like it's the same price that it was last year, and it's a year later. It didn't drop another 50.
No. Last year they were the PS4s were $349, and then they dropped to $299 for Black Friday.
Got it. So it's like $50 cheaper than last year.
Yeah. And then
oh my God, what
were the Xboxes? I don't remember. Fuck.
Wow. I'm just looking at the GameStop website here, and if you're someone who's like listens to us talk about PC gaming,
there's a shit ton of PC sales going on right now for digital downloads.
Well, not even that, but like their Alienware Steam machines
half price
are ridiculously cheap right now. Like you can get yourself, and people are talking about like how do I get into PC gaming, and I always said the Alienware Steam machines are a pretty sweet deal. Although I think this is probably the non-Windows one. I've got it.
Well, we're talking Steam machines, so they're Steam OS. They hook up to your TV.
Yeah. Because there are Steam machines or whatever they are that do have Windows on them too, and they cost more. But these are the Linux ones that just have the Steam machine. But regardless of that, you're getting, let's see, with the one that you would want, which is probably the most expensive one.
The ones you want is normally $749.99. So it's basically $750 for 1 terabyte hard drive, the i7 processor,
the quad core, yep.
The quad core, 8 gigs quad-core processor with 8 gigs of RAM. That thing right now is $375.
Yeah, you're like close to a PS4 price, or like the PS4 Pro price, with a much more powerful system than a PS4 Pro.
Yep.
And I believe you can hook up. It comes with a Steam controller, or does it not come with the Steam controller?
Comes with a Steam controller. I know the unit has 5 USBs on it.
Yeah.
You could use Bluetooth controllers, which include PS3, PS4 controllers. You could
Xbox
use
One.
Xbox One controllers wired, or the new Bluetooth ones, wireless, obviously. You could use Xbox 360 wired.
Yeah. So I've heard that it's like people are like basically, this is a pretty good deal, at like $750, $500 or whatever. I mean, at $379, it's a steal. Like, if you want to play some PC games, some Steam games on your TV. So, or you could just, get a second desktop computer and hook that up to your TV, like a lot of people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I kind of want to buy an Xbox 360. Like, mine doesn't work anymore. They have some pretty good bundles here, it looks like. On GameStop as well. Blast from the Past. Get some replacement 360 controllers for $30. 2 of them for $30. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good deal. If you wanna buy some used consoles, the pre-owned Blast. I like this fucking. Okay, I'm gonna read to you this. The pre-owned next generation Blast from the Past hardware bundle.
Sorry.
So pre-owned. Sorry. Yes.
Work stole me. I got a
Okay.
phone call, and that took me out of the whole
Shit.
podcast today.
All right.
Whatever.
We're talking pre-owned. Okay. What about this, TJ? This is online only, so maybe you didn't see this in the store, but pre-owned next generation Blast from the Past hardware bundle. Just process the words in that.
No. Hang on. Let me stop you right there before I even look at it, because I know I've seen this before.
Uh-huh.
First of all, ignore it, because that price has not changed in about 2 years.
Yeah, it's just $500.
You're talking about the one that's a PS4 and an Xbox One and a Wii U?
Yep.
Yeah, ignore that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think the Black Friday deal on them, on just getting them separately, isn't that cheaper?
Oh, maybe.
$225 for the. No, it's not.
Pre-owned.
Pre-owned, yeah.
Pre-owned, they might be cheaper, but yeah, it's not cheaper, but it's probably pretty close.
$225 plus $230 plus $175. No, that actually is somewhat of a deal, just not much.
Yeah. But I feel like I need to get a new Xbox 360 because mine doesn't read discs anymore.
That'll happen.
I need to have one.
Just get an Xbox One, because all the 360 games you really want to play are backwards compatible now.
Yeah, but a lot of the weird ones aren't. I know.
Catherine will be eventually. You're fine.
Yeah. I don't want to play Catherine ever again.
No, neither do I.
Did you pick up Vive? They're $100 off today.
No. I mean, as much as I really want one, I really do. But no.
I really want one too, and because Matt has one, so I can play Matt's.
Matt, I'm coming to your house like right now. I'll play your Vive.
All right, bring beer.
Yeah, I'll bring beer though. Every time I go over to Matt's to play the Vive, I'll just bring a 12-pack and leave it. So that's my payment. Whatever we don't get through in the few hours, he can have the leftovers. Yeah. So I think. What about you, Adam? What are your thoughts on VR? Are you gonna get yourself a VR rig?
Yeah.
Eventually?
Yeah, probably when it settles down a bit and one or two become more popular and games that I'm interested in start coming out on them.
Yeah, I was like kind of excited to possibly jump into a PSVR, but kind of after that launch and hearing all the issues that people were having, it was kind of like, it looks kind of crappy. Having played the Vive, it's like it'd be hard to go lower than that because that's an incredible experience. Like, although the Oculus Touch controllers are out now I think. Or they come out yet?
I don't know.
I think they're out, but to get room scale, you have to buy the controllers and a third
Yeah.
sense. So you're at the same price point as a Vive.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Which is like, all right. Like, yeah, let's see. The Rift and Touch is $798. Yeah. So that gives you the room scale ish. Because it's probably not as precise as the Vive, because there's only one camera that tracks you, but whereas the Vive has the 2 light boxes. But Matt has like the ideal setup for VR because he has like 2 stands with in the big room that's empty. Although my upstairs of my my loft could pretty much just be a VR space too. That's where my computer is. So
that would be cool.
That would be cool. Because that's a real cool.
Up off the balcony.
Yeah. So we'll have to play. I'll have to come over sometime and we'll play it. Maybe Saturday night
definitely.
After the thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe before. Whatever. Yeah. Maybe not. If you're busy, I don't want to impose. We can play on different.
No, I don't have
time.
I just got my usual projects and shit.
Yeah. Speaking of usual projects and shit.
What?
Matt, speaking of usual projects and shit.
Well, I talked about the Westworld theme last time. Oh.
You sent me a little drop file thing.
Oh, the Ghost Adventures episode should be.
Yes.
By the time this comes out, it should be out already.
Yeah. Is it now? I have a question for you about that.
Yeah.
You said you wanted me to put it out. How long is it? And is it already pre-built?
It's well, it's all edited and ready to go, but it's still over 2 hours.
That's fine.
I trimmed it down as much as I could, but it was like
I see it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. How big is it though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too big, Matt.
Well, you can re-encode it. You can.
I'm gonna have to re-encode that because no one's gonna.
I think
download
I gave you an MP3, right?
You did, but no one's gonna download a 200 megabyte MP3 on their phone. It's like half your memory on your phone if you have like 4 apps downloaded.
I don't know. Like way more than that on my phone because I'm awesome.
Because my 2-hour episodes that I edit of this are about 80 megabytes, which is about as big as I want to make them.
That's probably a different bit rate or something.
Yes, I'll probably lower the bit rate, and we'll see if it sounds fine. That's project for tomorrow though. So that will be out by the time you listen to this. So it'll have shown up on your Born in the 80s feed, and you'll be like, "Oh, a new podcast!" And it's some weird ghost adventure. So
yeah, it was like editing that down was really difficult though because it was like a game of inches towards the end, where I was like, "Okay, I can edit out this or this or this space," but like that's only getting me fractions of seconds shorter. Yeah. And like I couldn't edit out anything major without it being totally incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
So after a while, when I got it to almost 2 hours, I was like, okay, that's short enough. Let's go.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm really excited to listen to that. So I'm sure the listeners are too. And I'll send that out so people that usually don't listen to our podcast can hear that. And that'll be cool. What's fun? Let's see here. So yeah, that'll be on the regular feed because the problem is that Matt, we have 400 megabytes a month of storage, so 200 or 180 megabyte episodes going to use up almost half the storage, and usually only have like 100 or so left over after 4 episodes in a month. So I'll have to sneak it in. But yeah, people can listen to that. It's cool. I recommend it. It was fun, right, Matt?
It was fun. Yeah, it's I think it should be fun to listen to. It's
good.
Very like found footage horror movie.
Oh, good.
Through most of it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It was like
But then, spoiler: we don't get murdered by ghosts.
True. We weren't killed, so
we're not dead right now. As far as I know.
This is God, sorry. I'm getting so distracted here because I just went to download that, and I thought of another thing I bought today on Black Friday. I am now a subscriber active with crashplan.com. So my media is now backed up into the cloud.
Nice.
So I will never have a hard drive death again. To where, yeah. So never again. Right. Let's see what's next on the list to talk about. There's a cat playing with a toy downstairs. I don't know if you can hear that, but
Yep. I can.
tweeting. Let's see here. Adam, it's been a while. What have you been up to?
Mostly playing Pokemon Sun.
Okay.
Since I've gotten that, pretty much nonstop, forever, always.
Can I interject for a second?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Main character's mom is hot.
I thought the exact same thing, and I actually pointed it out to Lauren. And I was like, dude, my mom's hot. Yeah, hot mom. Like Pokemon Sun Moon mom, hot mom.
Yep.
Pokemon hot mom. Let's Google that and see what we get.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Well, the first result is a DeviantArt page, so yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Let's look up images here. There's a DeviantArt with all of the different Pokemon moms in hot outfits. So there you go. A lot of DeviantArt pinups here of Pokemon moms. So there you go. You ask and you shall receive.
I'm saving this to my favorites.
Pokemon hot moms.
Oh, wow.
Hot Pokemoms. That's it.
Pokemoms, gotta catch them all.
Pokemoms. I was okay, here's a Pokemon Hot Mom Quicksand crossover.
Oh wait, I'm on Safe Search Moderate. I gotta get better.
Have you now you guys know about the quicksand thing, right?
No.
Not really.
No. Am I about to open an internet door for you here that is going to happen?
Yes.
I think you might.
All right. Well, if you want to look up quicksand fetish, that is a thing that people fetishize.
Really?
Like dying in quicksand?
Yeah, actually. Lots of nude women being swallowed in big mud pits. It's like a total... There's a Vice video about this, apparently, this culture. But yeah, like there are websites dedicated to people making videos of women sinking in quicksand. And like, it's like erotic quicksand.
Have you heard of vor?
Hmm?
Vor
Sorry?
is a fetish of being eaten alive.
Yes. This is the same way. Because like, you talk to... There's women that like... It's a fetish for them to be swallowed by quicksand. And they like talk about being swallowed, like can be completely covered. And yeah, I'm sure you got like a rope or something. So they pull you out, but that's the thing. And so there's a crossover with Pokemoms. There's a Pokemon picture where she's in quicksand. So, get it all in there. Man, I've got so many like to throw in the bank here for episode image titles. So many hot Pokemoms. Oh, but hot Pokemon Hot Mom Alola though, because she's the hottest. Oh, there's no pictures of her. She's too new. So was she in the anime?
Not yet.
But like the moms aren't in the animes usually, right? Just the first mom, right? Because how does the Pokemon anime work? Because Ash like goes everywhere, but he's from the
He's
first
35.
Yeah, he's like how? Wait, what? He's 35 years old.
He should be.
I mean, well, when you think about it, when was the first game?
A while ago.
That was 96 in Japan, probably 97. Because it was
Something
98
like
in the US.
Yeah, 96.
And how older was Ash when he first set out? 10, you think?
10. He was 10. I just turned 10. Get my first Pokemon.
Oh, really? So he was 10 in 96.
So he's 30.
So he's 30.
Pokemon
There you
20th
go,
anniversary.
So he's
But
not
here's the
35, but
thing.
he's 30.
Apparently, like in the first episode, he sees Ho-Oh, which is a legendary Pokemon in the first generation, and I guess you can like wishes on them or something.
Uh-huh.
And he wishes to like always be fucking
Wait,
adventuring for Pokemon.
he wishes to be a child forever?
Not directly, but I think that is how his wish has been fulfilled. He
Right.
just has stopped aging and is
Yeah.
forever like a Pokemon training young man.
So I saw also the Ash in the Pokemon comics or in the anime recently fought like the Elite Four or like an Elite Four or something in a tournament, and everyone's like, maybe he's gonna win finally.
Yeah.
And he
Spoiler:
he didn't win.
he never does.
He never wins. How can you be
Yeah.
now in Pokemon when you lose? They take half your money away and you wake up somewhere.
Well,
How is
mug you,
Ash around?
it's like 10%. First of all, well, nowadays it's about 10%.
Oh, it was half in the first game.
But in the anime, the Pokemon League is just a regular tournament of people who got the badges.
Got it. Okay, so he got the gym badges. This is just like a for fun league.
Yeah, and he sucks.
So I was like, I'm in Pokemon again, right? Because new one came
Mhm.
out. I was like, I'm gonna watch the
Yeah.
Pokemon anime. There's like
So are you
900 episodes.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm
Um,
wondering where you're starting. Are you starting from X and Y? Or...
Fuck no. I'm starting from the beginning.
Oh, damn.
That's fucking right.
That's pretty hardcore.
Is it?
Yeah.
That hardcore?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot, right?
Yeah.
I watched one of the episodes, so I tried to like pick up where I left off as a child. Because
Some of the old
Wow.
ones are amazing, and some of the newer ones are amazing. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot of
Oh.
great stuff in the middle.
sorry, I am just I've been trapped here. We've got a lot of hot pictures of Ash's mom here
Yeah.
on DeviantArt, and I'm just kind of clicking through all of them here. I like this too. These are classy. There's no nudity. It's all just swimsuits, lingerie. It's very classy. Hot moms. Hot Pokemoms. Okay, yeah. So wait. So the anime back then, the quality is not very good.
Oh,
And
yeah,
B,
definitely.
the voice acting is insane.
Mhm.
Misty is an insane person. Her voice is like, it sounds like a man who's been bent downwards or upwards, or like a woman that's been like, it's just weird. Like, it's not good. Is it worth watching, or should I start in X and Y? Is it like a good enough jumping off point?
I would definitely suggest watching some of the old ones because some of them are hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, Team
Just-
Rocket.
Just watch the movies.
No.
Yeah.
What are the
No.
movies?
Like the first movie's the only one that's kind of good. There's some other ones that are like all right ish, but
I think I watched one where he was riding a Rayquaza.
yeah.
What the fuck is a Rayquaza?
That's the green one from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
You guys are
It's
You guys are
from
too
space.
into this. But the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime just debuted in Japan, right? So you can watch that.
Correct.
Yeah. He's actually
Ash's hot mom is in that first episode.
Ash is
art-
also like the artwork looks way cooler.
He's much
They
older.
changed it.
It says he looks older.
Maybe. I don't know.
So
It doesn't look
anyway,
much older to me, but
all I'm saying is that there's a tweet here of his mom is in like a swimsuit, like because they're going to the beach.
right.
So there's hot Pokemon already happening.
All anime have like swimsuit episodes.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's a rule.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm excited to kind of get into it. I don't know. Is it? So you're saying X and Y would be good, and then I could move to the Sun and Moon?
You don't really well.
Does the storyline go from his like first like Pokemon all the way up to like now, and it's like contiguous?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it then. I can't just jump in the middle.
Okay.
You know, there's no like Dragon Ball Z where like there's a clear change in storylines. You know,
yes,
Dragon
there
Ball
is,
to Dragon
because
Ball. There is
every season, not every season necessarily, but every generation has like their own story and companions and stuff. So
okay,
and a different region. So actually, you could probably just start with the Alolan one.
Okay, doesn't sound too bad, because then I could get more into the game. Is that available for streaming online?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Is it available for me to legally stream it online?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't.
Is it on like Crunchyroll? Probably not. Is it Funimation?
So. It was for kids, and then I don't know what after, so I really couldn't tell you where it is.
I mean, Cartoon Network is where I've seen most US versions.
Okay.
I think.
And there's rumors that Disney XD is going to be taking it.
Yeah, it says right here, actually. It actually was just happened last week here, saying Disney XD will be airing the Sun and Moon anime. And there's an English version trailer already, and it's going to start somewhere.
I did see the Japanese version of Pikachu using its Z move. And it looked insane.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, so I could just watch this online for free if I want to, like a fan dub.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could wait for the English.
Or like we could just make our own fan dub. The official Born in the 80s fan dub of every anime.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's do fan subs, actually, though. Well, that's even harder, though, because then we have to edit out the talking, which is going to be kind of hard. So, yeah. So, Matt, do you have the technology for that?
Probably.
Would you be willing
I have the motivation for
it? Would you be willing to record us talking over an anime and then? Anyway. That's actually interesting. Is that? Oh, God damn it! When we talk about weird shit like this, I get into fucking TV holes here. Like I'm like clicking now because there's an article saying that apparently anime TV versions and the Blu-ray versions look different a lot of times. Like the animation looks different. Like Attack on Titan, apparently, the TV versus the Blu-ray looks very different.
I'm sure the Blu-ray probably looks better.
But that not necessarily is better, though. Maybe you want to have the exact same as what you saw originally. You know? Like, anyway. Yeah, so Pokemon's happening. Adam, how are you liking Pokemon? Well, let's get this Pokemon block finished. Matt?
I am loving Pokemon.
Do you have the Pokemon block music? Thank you. That's like Pikachu final pitch low gets me every time. It sounds like he's being
it's like a Diablo sound effect or something.
Yeah.
Just an environmental sound.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what's you liking about it? What's going on? Explain your love.
I don't know. Like the only other one I've played is Soul Silver. So
got it.
Mainly for me, it's been just all the wonderful new conveniences.
Oh, I know. There are a lot
that make catching Pokemon, trading Pokemon so much easier and better. The ride pager system is so much better than having to have Pokemon that knew certain moves that could be used out of combat to get around.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's so true. Like
that was one of the weirdest parts of Pokemon. That was just terrible.
You gotta have a burner Pokemon that has all these HMs on it so you can get around. You know, like that sucks. You want
Yeah.
you want to have a team with all the moves you want.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, it was really weird. Also, the fact that TM's usable and
Yes.
the HMs are gone.
Yep. I like that the typing is now.
Mhm.
Once you've fought a Pokemon before, it will now tell you
Yes.
if what moves are super effective against like their type.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
So handy.
that
Being
is
able to
awesome.
get the Pokeballs for throwing. By just saying Y and then selecting your Pokeball and throwing it. Is
Yeah.
the best thing ever. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's so many improvements. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, same gameplay, and actually the story seems to be really interesting or intriguing this time around. So
Yeah, there's like some. I've only literally played like through the first opening parts. I have like 5
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon. I've been busy, but it was like, yeah, there seems to be some sort of mysterious Pokemon that some little girl has, and
Mhm.
I don't know. There's some mystery going on, which is a little bit more than typical. Okay, that's cool. I didn't realize. So you came in late on Pokemon.
Yeah, for sure.
You bit
I
hard.
don't know why I didn't get into it earlier. It's totally my kind of thing.
Yeah,
A
as someone
Japanese
who's
RPG. like
way into
this.
JRPGs.
Mhm.
It's like it's your starter JRPG.
Yeah, and I love all the different Pokemon designs and actually catching them, adding them to my Pokedex, and getting cool teams together. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's managed to hook me way harder than Soul Silver did, because I kind of fizzled out over the time just because of the old mechanics and stuff. But yeah, it's deep, real deep.
Yeah, we haven't gotten way into it yet, but because it's early, but
I'm near the end, I think.
Really
Just
burned through that. It's been out a week.
like the main story. Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's so much more. Have you done any Wonder Trades?
I've done a few Wonder Trades. Yeah.
Those are fun. You got any Donald Trump Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
Or I forget what they're called.
Young Goose.
Yeah, I have
shoes.
a young goose, and they look like Donald Trump. And I named mine was a female, so I named it Melania. But I'm sure a lot of people have gotten those in trades. I've seen pictures of people like got a Donald Trump in a trade because everyone's named them that. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Oh my God! Do you guys want to hear a relative of mine who has a like 6-year-old kid and their Christmas list? Because it's pretty good.
Yes.
This just popped up on my Facebook while I was looking through our page. But okay, there are 10 things on this list. A whole gum jar, whatever that is. That's number 1.
That's
Starting it off strong. He's 8. Here we go. Okay, number 2, a chainsaw. Okay, like this kid's got this. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna be like, "What's going on?" 3, a bloody head.
well, if you get the chainsaw.
Yeah, you don't need to get number 3. You get the chainsaw. You got a bloody head. 4, box of mints. What's mints? Okay.
He likes candy and murder.
A pot of flowers. This is all hilariously misspelled as well. A Bebe gun, which I'm assuming is a BB gun. So probably to shoot the pot of flowers with, of course.
Yeah.
Hilarious. A baton. I think that's what that word is. Here's my absolute favorite one, though. A bag of shrimp.
What?
He's wants some 38 count bag of shrimp, Doesn't specify frozen or fresh, so let's see here. A pair of glasses at number 9. Okay. Number 10, a wig.
Well, after the chainsaw in the head, you're gonna need to get out of town.
So one of the comments on here is like, "What the hell? Like, are you raising a shrimp-eating, bubblegum chewing serial killer? like, what's going on?" He's like, "He's 8. He's 8."
Buffalo Bill shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, I love when parents share their kids' Christmas lists because they're kind of dumb sometimes. I know. Was it Drew McGarry from Deadspin and Gawker had shared his kids a couple years ago, and she wanted like $20,000 worth of stuff. It was like, I want a North Face jacket in every color, like an iPod, an iPad, like an iPhone. It was like, yeah, okay, no, maybe one thing out of that list. It's just like, apparently my kid thinks we're rich. But I don't think I ever did that as a kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my parents drilled it into my head that gifts were like not to be ridiculous when it came to gifts, Like, I was like, can I get like the second biggest Lego set? Like, not the really expensive big one, but like the second one maybe? Who knows?
If you're, I'm asking my parents for an NES Classic just so I can have the joy of opening up a Nintendo from my parents on Christmas morning.
Oh, nice. Well, hopefully they can find one.
Yeah.
Still, apparently you can't
be restocked by then. I was promised by Nintendo on Twitter that
they said they should.
them for the
Everyone
holidays.
should be able to have one. Oh, eBay. Oh shit. It looks like the eBay prices have dropped precipitously. No,
down to 180?
No, it hasn't. This is bullshit. There's a picture of the NES Classic edition, and then on eBay, $80 for a top
box
loader.
only.
Box only. Oh. Like, what the fuck? Who wants to pay $80 for a box? You can go to like any like used game store and get an NES for a lot cheaper than $80.
Not GameStop.
Well, no, but
GameStop it's 80, or you can get like third-party ones.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The top loader, huh? No, I want. Let's see here. NES Classic watch, eBay. I want you to guess how much it is without looking.
$348.
TJ, you looked.
No, I'm playing Pokemon right now.
$227.50 is one of them. Oh no, there's lower ones here. $180. One of them. Yeah, this one's $4,000 or best offer. Comes with an extra controller. Oh my god, it's just like this is the worst thing that's happened to America. Like, this person has the NES Classic Edition, and it says sold out in like a stamp over it, all fancy looking, and they have theirs for $215. Like, this is such this is America right here, price gouging. Everyone's trying to make their own. What is it called? Everyone's got their own hustle, You gotta hustle sometimes.
Hustle and flow.
Gotta hustle to get by. They're also saying, I've also seen a lot of people saying, hey, why would you buy that? Buy a Retro Freak, which I kind of agree with, other than I believe they don't make those in the U.S. Can they make a Retro Freak?
We got the Retro Duo.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. Play Asia. Yeah, the Retro Freak on Play Asia is $180. But have you heard of the Retro Freak though? It's a thing that they put out in Japan. It is a controller that it looks like your basic controller, an L and R, D-pad, 4 face buttons. But on top, it has a Master System slot that doubles as a Genesis slot, a Super Famicom and an SNES slot, a Famicom slot, a PC Engine, TurboGrafx 16, and a PC Engine SG slot, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance slots. So it can play all of those games, like the actual carts, on it.
So it's the Retron 5, basically, but different company.
Yes, but much better because apparently everyone's talking about how like just is super well done, and it has HDMI output like built in with good upscaling. You can also transfer your cartridge data for a digital archive, so it actually can rip the ROM onto storage on there, so you can keep
That's
your old
awesome.
save games. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Only problem is it's very expensive. It's from Japan. There is no NES support, because I guess it just doesn't work. But apparently you can get an adapter that makes the NES cartridges sit in the Famicom slot, and that works on this the same way. So this is a top loader. And then there's the Game Retro Freak Premium. I don't know what that means. Oh, it comes with a controller adapter. So there's a thing that you can so you can hook your old controllers into it as well. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a cool thing. I think that's like a cool like future thing as well. I think the NES Classic is pretty neat to begin with, as the thing, but it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, like that's so much money. That's bonkers money. What is
love?
What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Yeah, so that's it. $180 now is the lower end. So you can get yours today.
Just wait.
Or
wait for $60.
Yeah, it's going to be available. I don't know. Have you seen it in your store, TJ?
We got a minor restock. We had two. Just two.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not going to be able to be found. Like, you're just going to have to basically, like, it's kind of funny. Like, you can often find these things if you go to like some boondock Walmart, because a lot of times you can go to like we used to go to the Dodgeville Walmart, which is south of Madison, and they have a lot of times stuff in stock that is sold out everywhere else because it's a small town. And so I think they still get an allotment, but a lot less people travel through there. So they tend to have stock, whereas the stuff in town doesn't. But this might be even harder to find that way. I mean, holy cow, these are stupid. I've seen pictures, though, of like people with like hundreds of them in like other countries that aren't the US. So I have a feeling a lot of these $200 versions are ones that are being bought in like Malaysia and then sold in the US.
Right now, my downstairs neighbors are karaokeing Nickelback. That's my life right now.
Yeah. Oh, Matt, good for you. I can't hear it, so you got a good mic set up there.
I can hear it.
All right. I want to ask this of you all.
Yes.
What was the best Christmas gift you received as a child?
Game Boy. Original Game Boy with Tetris.
Green Game Boy?
Yeah, I had Tetris and Mario Land and Motocross Madness or Maniacs. Motocross Maniacs.
Okay. Adam, do you need more time or you got it?
Wow. It would be between probably either my SNES or the original PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII together.
Ooh. That's a tough one. All
That's
video
hard.
games. Okay. Matt?
I'm gonna break the pattern and say my Giant Connects roller coaster set.
Ooh.
That's cool.
That is cool.
It
Boy.
was huge.
Yeah, I wanted one of those. We had lots of Connect sets as kids, but we never got the giant one. So, okay. I'm gonna have to go back to the mold, because I don't know. Like I could say something cool like that, maybe, but the most memorable for me was the N64. N64, Mario Kart, Christmas, amazing. And Star Fox.
I never got that stuff for Christmas. I was just Like my brother got the NES for Christmas,
Yeah.
and then we just pooled our money and bought the SNES, and then I
Mhm.
bought the N64, and
Yeah, I would constantly
That was never,
lobby
like,
my parents
for us.
to
Yeah.
buy those, and they would never buy them. But they eventually relented, and the N64 was the first console. They bought us Game Boys, but that was so that we each could have one and not fight over it, and that we would each have something for car rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sounds like we all have a lot of video game memories, which is probably why the NES Classic Edition is such a hot item, because the member berries are strong,
Yeah.
and everyone wants
The member berries.
to relive their childhoods and open up an Nintendo.
Because you
For
know
Christmas.
what? Being an adult is terrible. John.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've learned in 2016. That's the year everyone became an adult. Yeah.
I need to stop playing Pokemon because I'm gonna have to start it over anyway.
Why?
No.
All right, so I got a little story here.
Did you cheat?
Nope. No, did not cheat. So, I bought Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon because it's myself and my two oldest daughters that are playing.
Got it.
At my store leader conference over in California, one of the things that Nintendo came up with at their press conference is they mentioned that if we as a company get 800,000 pre-orders of this game, every store leader is getting one for free.
Got it.
Well, I didn't hear anything about it, so I just bought all three versions because whatever. Turns out I'm getting one for free. So whatever I do in Pokemon Sun, I'm going to erase it, give this cartridge to my youngest daughter who can't read, and I'm getting a digital copy of Moon. That way it's 50-50.
Got it. So you guys will have the trade ratio will be high.
Exactly. Except for they won't trade with me.
Why not?
They just want me to get their good Pokemon and trade it into them, and they can grab crap. You know,
What are you talking about? Are you saying that you're feeding your kids Pokemon?
Basically, not good
That's
ones.
Come on.
Just the ones they. I mean, I still have. So, we've got the digital red, blue, and yellow between the three of us as well.
Yeah.
And they made me frickin' grind in the Viridian Forest to get the frickin' Pikachus.
Oh,
Screw
man.
that.
All right,
5% catch rate.
TJ, you're what's wrong with America. Getting your kids Pokemon when they could get them themselves. Some might be saying
In my
that.
day,
Some
I
might
walked
yeah.
up and down Route 19 in the snow both ways, catching Pikachu.
That's fucking right.
There's no Ice-type Pokemon in Gen 1 besides Lapras and Jinx.
Articuno. But
No one cares.
Articuno is my favorite Pokemon. But anyway,
Seal and Dugong as well.
yeah. But my what some may call being a good dad, I call making America's newest next generation lazy. So come on, TJ. Teach him the fun of the JRPG of walking through and doing the same encounter 100 times to get enough experience to be able to fight the next part of the story progression.
Yeah, but Final Fantasy VIII, you don't want to get experience points. It
Well,
makes the game worse.
Yeah. Adam, remember when you finished Final Fantasy VIII?
No.
Disc 4 is real good, right? Or was it Disc 3?
I think it was disc 3.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this 3.
Adam had a copy where it would be like, load the next disc, and he would load disc 3, and nothing would happen. So
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII ended for him there, and I witnessed that.
I got really far too. It was like pretty much the end.
TJ, I just want to say
It was
this.
annoying.
You blew my effing mind that you could play PS1 games on the PS3.
You're welcome.
I did not know that.
You're fucking welcome.
I thought you
That's
had
how I
to
roll.
have. I thought you had to have the original, like with the PS2, like backwards compatibility to do PS1. But no, any PlayStation 3 can do PS1 games.
Yep, I got my
So-
super slim 500 gig.
Yeah,
I play Jammer Lammy.
yeah. Fuck, man. I have a ton of PS1 games I could play. I bought a ton of PS1 games digitally on that system because I was like, oh man, I want to play the Final Fantasies, 7, 8, and 9 because I think they had all three for $10 at one sale. And I was like, sure. I guess that's a better way to play them because you don't have to put the discs in.
If you have to,
it's so dirty because they have Final Fantasy Tactics as the PS1 version there, and not the War of the Lion versions, which came out for Vita.
Yeah,
you can't play that on a console.
I had a.
They can.
No.
How?
Vita TV, baby.
Well,
oh fuck
that
that.
doesn't count. PlayStation TV does not count.
The
Even
PlayStation
though I own
PlayStation
one.
TV.
I own one, but it does not count. I mean, technically, I can hook up my PSP to the TV with those component cables because I have a set of those. So we could do it that way too.
Yeah.
But no, I was definitely torn about which tactics I should get. Whether I should buy digital tactics, whether I should buy War of the Lions, or just dig out the fact I still have my PS1 disc.
I have that disc somewhere too.
Yeah.
I never beat it.
Oh my god.
I got to disc 4, or not disc 4, chapter 4, and just like I did with Legend of Dragoon, got lost, and I'm like, I can't do anything. No, I was stuck. There was one battle in the church where you have the battle up on the top floor, and then you go to the second floor.
Oh man, yeah. I
was not powerful enough to beat the second floor, and I saved without a second backup save. Couldn't go back to level up.
Ooh.
I was just fucked. I couldn't do anything.
That blows.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to be kind of careful with your saves in that game.
Yeah, I gotta love old school games that are like that though, where it's like, yeah, if you save here, you're fucked. I remember in Chrono Cross, that happened to me as well because there's a spot where you get transported to like an area where you're like kind of, I guess, I don't know, where you're trapped in some dream or something. You got to fight your way out, and there's no way to get out of it. And I definitely am not leveled high enough to be able to beat the boss there, who just like one shots me half the time. And I tried the boss fight like 10 times, and I was like, I should have been a higher level before I got in here. And there's nothing to grind in there either. So it's basically nothing I can do like to get any further in that game. So I would have to restart.
I didn't get very far in Chrono Cross.
It's not a great game, but it has good music. But it's not a great game.
It's got great New Game Plus because I think you can get like 86 different characters or something stupid like that.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff in it, but it's all right, Matt.
Before we go on, apparently in Chrono Cross, the second most important character, good guy character at the beginning, you actually can play the game by answering her question. No, I don't feel like you come with me. And she's like, okay, and leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the JRPG like thing, or like in Pokemon where they're like, hey, you ready to go and do this? And you're like, no. And it's like, are you sure? No. Okay, let's do it. Yes. It's just like, there's no other option. They just, you can answer and there's no choice. Whereas in that game, it would be like, you could be like, nah. And then it'd be like, well, that character's not available for you to play in the entire game now. So good call. But Matt, what have you been up to? What have you been watching?
I've been watching the Grand Tour, which is the new Top Gear on Amazon.
I watched the first 2 episodes as well.
Awesome. Were you a fan of the original Top Gear?
I have seen every single episode of Top Gear multiple times.
It was awesome.
One of my favorite shows because I'm a guy
I haven't seen the second episode yet. But,
I'm a guy who likes gadgets. I like palling around, like fun,
sardonic wits.
Yep, humor, British humor, if you will. And that's what Top Gear is. It's like it's a car show, but if you're not into cars, it's still fun to watch because it's not really about the cars as it is much about the hosts making fun of the cars and themselves. Basically, it's much more about that.
And just kind of flexing how big their budget is.
Yes.
On ridiculous shit.
Yes, and the show is so extremely well produced. Like, just the video budget alone, the editing and the gorgeous like vistas that they get, and they travel all around the world. So I don't know. It's just kind of like one of those like travel porn kind of shows, and like definitely. Car gadget porn with like funny hosts. that like just do fun shit, and it's basically Top Gear. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, well, but do you know anything about what
Is
happened?
their logo the same as Top Gear, but which is the TNG switched around?
Yeah. No,
I
Top
think
Gear
it
didn't
might
have a
be.
logo like that, but they did kind of have those
Oh.
lines in the intro. Top Gear's logo was like a gear with the word Top Gear in it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even notice that Top Gear and Grand Tour or TG and GT switched. And Grand Tour is a good term because they're kind of the way that they're filming the show is kind of doing a stop in a different country for each episode and
Mm-hmm.
doing a bunch of stuff kind of situated around that. So it is kind of like a world tour kind of thing. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad they were able to find a home, and it very much feels like the old gang's back together again. So
All
Cool.
is right with the world once more.
yeah, 2016. At least we got the return of the Top Gear people on TV. Adam, have you ever watched any Top Gear?
You've definitely shown me a few episodes, and
Yeah, I think I've shown you some of the specials, like the
yeah,
weird trips.
right.
Yeah.
And they're definitely interesting and pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like Lauren's. I make Lauren watch the show, but she loves the specials. That's what she's always like. When's the next special going to be on? Like the, like the what is it? They took a moped tour of like Vietnam, which was insane, or like the taking a bunch of Jeeps through the Amazon, like cutting their way through, like just all sorts of really crazy stuff.
Botswana.
Yep, driving across Botswana. That's a really good one, actually, because the cars just slowly disintegrate as they get more and more through the
Well, they get to
Sahara.
this point where they have to shed weight to get over some salt flats.
Yeah.
And so they like take their doors off and stuff. And then when they're done with that, they have to like lion-proof them again.
Yeah, because they took all the doors off, but now they have to go
back
through the animal preserve. But and that one, Richard Hammond has the most adorable and best car ever.
Oliver!
Yes, that he names, of course, and he actually bought and brought back with him to England. So, which I think is funny. He's so attached to that tiny little car, and I think Lauren said her mom had one of those actually when she was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they had them in the U.S. as well. It's like a cheap, car, which is pretty funny. Yes, cool. I've been watching that too. Great game or great show. What's Glitch?
Glitch is an Australian show that I found on Netflix.
Okay.
Where just sort of like 6 people randomly come back from the dead in this kind of small community, and they're all from different time periods, and it's interesting in its sort of non-Americanness.
Yeah,
it's just got a very different feel to it. But so like there's this one dude that was hanged as a bandit in like the 1800s, and then there's the town police officer's wife that has been only dead for like 2 years, and people that died in the 80s and the 40s and stuff. Yeah, it's just kind of a really weird, interesting drama with like sci-fi stuff thrown in every once in a while.
Oh yeah, I mean that
on
sounds great.
Netflix.
I'd watch it. You said it's very Australian feeling?
Yeah, well, it's just very not American. Like there was an entire scene where the police officer and his resurrected wife are like confronting the fact that he's now remarried to her best friend, and so they're just like this horribly awkward situation in the middle of this sort of like sci-fi show.
Well, that sounds cool. Yeah, I haven't really watched a lot of Australian TV. I mean, I've seen the Summer Heights High. Adam, you watched some of that with us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we watched the I forget the name of that guy's that show. What's the name of that guy? Chris
I can't
Lilly.
remember.
Chris Lilly. Yeah, he's a Australian comedian guy, but yeah, his like shows are all basically like him dressing up as another person, basically. And like Summer Heights High, of course, he played 3 characters. He played Jonah, who's like a Tongan boy.
Mhm.
The teacher, Mr. G, who is a very interesting character, to say the least, who's very full of himself, and a high school drama teacher that casts himself in a musical, kind of like one of those guys. And Jamae, who is a prep school girl who is going to public school for like a semester as like a thing. So she's like popular girl, and it's kind of crazy how he kind of he's an incredible character actor, because he really embodies these characters to the point where they really do feel different, and it's the same guy. And he did a couple other shows too. Angry Boys is really good. It is interesting too, though, because if you think about America and the way that we deal with race and things, Angry Boy, he plays a black man and an Asian woman in blackface, and it's interesting that it's done that way,
Yeah.
And it's interesting to think about how other cultures, that's not as much of a taboo as it is in America, because we don't have the history, or they don't have the history that we do.
Yeah.
To be fair, his black character S Mouse does have completely black parents, and it's kind of part of the joke that he's playing a black kid because he's kind of a loser. It's weird, like it's definitely weird and a little off-putting, but they're not even the best characters in that show. He plays a 40-year-old prison guard woman grandmother that's incredible. It's just it's a really weird show, and he plays 2 twin brothers, and yeah, those are some really great comedies, though. You never hear like about Australian TV, like got to get into Australian TV.
Yeah.
It's always
It's like
American TV or British TV.
American TV it's got its own feel. British TV's got its own separate feel. But
Canadian
there's, like,
TV
all
is
these
Trailer
other
Park Boys.
places. Yeah.
And what's it called? Degrassi.
How it's made.
It's Degrassi, How It's Made, and Trailer Park Boys in Canada. And, Britain's
And the
all
Red
period
Green Show.
dramas. What? Oh, yeah.
The Red Green Show.
Yes, the Red Green Show. I can't forget.
I love the Red Green Show.
Yeah, if she can't find you handsome, at least she can find you handy. I think I butchered that, but close enough.
If women can't find you handsome, she can at least give you a handy. Oh, all right.
Oops, nope, that's different.
Nope.
But yeah, that too. Let's see here. So, watch Glitch is what you're saying.
Yeah, check it out if you have Netflix. It's like,
Oh, it is. I can
why
just
not? It's free.
watch it there. I saw that.
It's just the first season, so
Yeah,
like I think they're on season 3 or 4 now. So I have to try and figure out where I can find the rest of them.
mm-hmm. I think I actually read that season 2 and on was co-produced by Netflix. So I got to imagine that maybe it's exclusive to Australia now, maybe, and eventually it'll come over here. Kind of one of those deals.
Yeah, just fire up your proxy server.
Yeah,
Your Australian proxy.
yeah. I was playing Titanfall 2, and I finished the campaign in that game. It's all right. I think people talk that campaign up quite a bit, and
Yeah, like I heard it was supposed to be this like amazing single player experience.
it's no. It's good. There's one particular mission called Effect and Cause that I don't want to spoil what happens in it, because it introduces a new gameplay mechanic that is incredibly cool and exciting. Like it was, I'm trying to describe it. So like if you played Half-Life 2, which none of you probably have now that I'm thinking about the people.
A little bit.
Okay, but so if you get to the end of Half-Life 2, there is a gameplay change that happens that significantly changes the way you play the game. So in Half-Life 2, you have a gravity gun, and you can use it to pick up stuff and throw stuff. And then at the very end of the game, the last level, you get like a powered up gravity gun. Basically, you like get it empowered, and you can't just grab physics objects. You actually grab enemies with it and throw them around, and it becomes this crazy like super powered instrument of just like grabbing dudes and throwing them into other guys and then like flying into exploding barrels and crap and just insane. And it's like kind of changes the way the game feels and plays. And it's like kind of a cool thing. This guy kind of has something similar. Like you get this like superpower basically kind of out of nowhere, and it changes the way the gameplay works, and it's really unique and novel. One of the coolest gameplay levels I've ever played, maybe. But then the campaign kind of is pretty boring as it ends. I don't know. It turns into your basic like, oh, we got to go get the MacGuffin from the bad guys at the end. So I think it kind of petered out at the end for me, but it's cool. I mean, I think you can pick it up Black Friday right now, $35 anywhere. The multiplayer is great, and the single player is definitely worth checking out. So I mean, it's totally worth getting. I paid $30 for it when it was on sale. So like 2 weeks ago or something. So, you know, it's worth playing, but yeah, I wouldn't say, I think I like the Battlefield 1 campaign more just because of how varied it was and how the Battlefield 1's campaign is kind of set as here's a story from Italy. Here's a story from France. Here's a story about the pilot, fighting the biplane battles. Here's the Lawrence of Arabia story. Like they're all kind of compartmentalized in their own little stories. So you get a good breadth of feel for the entire conflict. Whereas Titanfall 2 is it's got some neat stuff, but yeah, I'm excited to play the Infinite Warfare campaign because I've heard it's pretty interesting, and Jon Snow is the bad guy. So
Yeah.
He's a real bad guy from this. If you play the opening mission, you're like, I guess on Europa, the whole conflict is like the outer planets, like the non-Earth people. It's like your typical, it's Gundam. The non-Earth people are like, we need to take the Earth back. You know, like the Earthborn are like, you know, a different, you know, like just a conflict there between the Earth people and the people born in space. And people born in space take over a planet at Europa, and like shit goes off, and you like get blown up and thrown out, and you're like laying there on the ground with your buddies who got all thrown away in the explosion. And Jon Snow comes over and delivers a speech. And he's got I mean, it looks exactly, I forget the actor's name now. I'm calling him Jon Snow.
Kit Harington.
Kit Harington's like there, and he's got his like face, you know, like mapped, and he's got a big scar down the middle of his face. And he's like, what is loyalty? He's just like so like hamming it up, you know, and he's like, are you loyal? Are you loyal to your men? And he's like, oh, I forget what's the line. He says, TJ has turned into a small child coughing.
Yes, I have.
No, he oh fuck, what's the line? Oh my god, it's like, no, it's would you die? Oh fuck. Oh, do you want to protect your men because you're like the leader? And he's like, yes, of course. And so he goes and pulls out his gun, you know, it's like pointing it at your guy, and then he points at his guy and shoots him in the chest, his own guy. And you're like, what the fuck? And he like says, that's why you'll never win. And it's like, okay. Like, well, I'm not shooting my own guys, so you know, it's one less of them. It's just so hammy, but I've heard the gameplay is just very unique for a shooter. So I just love space shit. So like when I saw the trailers where they were like jumping around in space and like punching people's helmets and making the space explode into their faces, and like like making gravity like stop working and them kicking people off into the vastness of space, I was like, this is the shooter for me. I want all the space fighting and like shit. So I'm excited. But I'm having issues because the PC port is bad. It is. I'm asking for help on Steam, and people are giving me tips, so maybe I can get it fixed. But yeah, I definitely have a much faster computer than the minimum specs, but it's having issues. PC gaming, everyone. That's how it is.
Mhm.
So that's it for games. Matt's got an activity. What's this activity you have here?
So basically, anyone can be president, right?
Yeah.
So in 2020, which celebrity would you most want to be president?
I've
And they have to be 35 by the time 2020 comes around.
I've got it.
Okay.
I want to hear everyone else's first though, because I heard someone else yell it out, and I think somebody else is going to say the same person. Maybe. I got mine.
Okay, go ahead with
I've
yours.
discussed this. John Cena.
John Cena.
Exactly. I mean, dude, everyone loves him. He's basically
age requirement.
Yep. Oh yeah. He's like 35 now.
All right.
You know, he is like basically Superman to children, so everyone loves him. He like is way into like helping out like the cancer kids. He's actually the most, like they talk about the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He has made the most wishes, like by far. Like so, he's like super great. He put out a PSA earlier in the year that was he's not been very political. How about that? He hasn't done, you know, because he's all about brand. You know what I mean? Like he's selling his brand, you know, and he knows that a lot of wrestling people don't want to hear about politics, wrestling fans, so he's not going to do that. But he put out a PSA where it was basically like the opposite of everything that our current president or our incumbent president ran his campaign on, about how we need to accept everyone, and that's the American thing, and like be not bullies and all this stuff. And you know, and then there's a clip of him when he was on the Today Show, and they said something, or they brought up you know, Donald Trump said this, and you saw a very visible eye roll, which I appreciated as well. So it has to lead me to believe that he would probably be opposed to that candidate. So that's a possibility. And he's basically America. Like you could get the rural people with him. And they already probably have a John Cena t-shirt somewhere.
Well, it's funny because the person I was thinking was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
For pretty much the same reasons. So
Yes.
maybe it's just a wrestling thing. Maybe we just need a wrestler to take charge.
Okay. I don't think Dwayne Johnson, I don't know, would he do that?
I don't think he'd do it.
You know, he'll be 50. He's probably going to make way more money as a star in all of these movies he's starring in. Whereas John Cena is also starting to be in movies too. He was in Trainwreck and that Sisters movie, and I think he's doing more and more movies and a lot less wrestling lately. So I don't know. It's kind of like interesting because you have to be like, you're going to have to make less money to do something that is going to be way harder, and a lot of people will hate you. It's kind of hard for that, you know. But I think The Rock or John Cena. I think we need a pro wrestler right now.
I was also thinking Alec Baldwin based on his like lighting up.
What if he campaigned as his impression of Donald Trump?
Oh man.
It would be like people would get in the voting box and be like, I don't know. I don't even know.
He would be debating against actual Donald Trump as the incumbent. That would be amazing.
I don't know. You don't know the politics of some of these people, though, because both Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and John Cena live in Florida, so who knows?
I was gonna say Martin Sheen because he made a good president on The West Wing, but John Cena is a way better answer.
You got to imagine he's not super Republican-y.
Yeah.
So The Rock right here, he performed at the 2000 Republican National Convention, but also attended the Democratic National Convention of that year. So I don't know.
Uniting people across the aisle.
Let's see. He's had a lot of financial. Oh boy, getting an echo now.
Sorry.
Let's see. His financial contribution to society are rather neutral. $1 million to University of Miami, where he went to school. I don't know. So he's very moderate. So, yeah, you could see him going. I mean, he's a friend with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So maybe he said I wouldn't rule a political career out. And as someone who's a minority, he's half black, half Samoan, I believe. So, got to imagine it would be hard for him to not run against someone like Donald Trump. So, let's see. Because you can look up this stuff on Google really easy. You can just type Dwayne The Rock Johnson politics, and there's websites that just like go over all of like the public things people have said. John Cena, born in West Newbury, Massachusetts. Cena doesn't often speak about his religion or political views, but lists himself as Catholic. Politically, Cena has endorsed the Republican Connecticut Senate candidate Linda McMahon. That is Vince McMahon's wife. So,
Okay.
let's see here. He also advocated for the deportation of Obama's aunt, who allegedly was in the U.S. illegally. What is that? So he's probably a Republican. I don't know, man. Well, whatever. That is it, though. He's a cipher. Like, there's literally like 2 sentences on this website. So he's done a good job of hiding it, whatever it is. Oh my God. I literally just spit taked over what I read on that. This website is going off of a like wrestling website dirt sheet tip on something he said in an interview where they were like, what do you think about, this, President Obama's aunt who's apparently in the country illegally? You think she should be deported? And he said, I don't know. I suppose if people are in the country illegally, they should be deported. Like, I don't know. It was like an offhand comment. Like, yeah, who knows? Yeah. He's a wild card. So I think either of them, though, would definitely probably be moderate. So they could probably go in the Democratic ticket if they wanted to oust the Trumpster. TJ, Adam, any thoughts? I think pro wrestler, though, is where we get it. That's how we
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've got the charisma, and that's really 90% of getting the job.
Uh-huh. Clearly, apparently. It doesn't matter if you're qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you smell what the Rock's cooking? Rock Cena 2020.
Or wild card, Terry Crews.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Yep.
I like it. Johnson Cruz 2020.
Maybe Penn Teller.
Just like looking at those names, it sounds just like a classic politician ticket.
Yeah.
Johnson Cruz.
Yeah, I would like to see.
Johnson Cruz will approve your tax breaks.
Yes. I would like to see Teller run for office.
Yeah.
Not Penn.
Absolutely.
Teller. Just him.
Teller.
Yep.
He'll do like awesome like pantomimes. He'll hold signs to do his like debates and stuff. And everyone will be charmed. He'll charm the pants off everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
I could see if Penn Jillette would. But the thing is like all these celebrity type people, why they don't run for politics? Why? Because it doesn't pay very well and it sucks. Mm-hmm. Which is why all the stories you hear about our current president-elect kind of trying to back out of doing anything that the president does. It's like I don't know if I actually want to be the president. This is like they were talking about how like he was like not answering some calls. Like it's just like I don't want to do this. Like this is too much. This guy's a 70-year-old guy. Like he's one of the oldest presidents we've ever got. I mean, Clinton was I think the same age. So either way it would have went. We would have one of the oldest presidential candidates, especially coming after one of the younger ones, Barack Obama. But yeah, I see Cena, The Rock, good choices. Terry Crews. Let's do it. Let's make America wrestling again.
Wrestler.
Boy, where are we at? We're at time here. I'm gonna get my.
Yeah, we're about time.
When I do my science rant, it's too much.
Do it.
I gotta get back to sun. Pokemon Sun.
I'm going to do my science rant. All right. This is pretty easy. And I've talked about this a lot, and I kind of like that Captain Disillusion guy, so I want to go over something in kind of a way that he would. So I saw an article on thegizmodo.com saying, scientists discover why Diet Coke is probably undermining you. Now, not to throw any hate on Eve Pizer, who wrote this article, who is somebody who probably lives in New York in some sort of libertarian, whatever, democratic bubble, who's like, I'm not a science person, but I write for this technology website. All right. Adam?
No, it's not me.
That was me.
TJ? Are you asleep? What's going
Getting
on?
there.
What is going on with this?
I worked for 12 hours today.
My hubby table.
That is some fucking dedication, TJ. TJ woke up at 4 a.m?
No, I woke up at 2.
You woke up at 2 a.m?
Jesus Christ, go to bed, man.
No.
I woke up at 2 when my wife got home from work.
Okay.
Because she worked Black Friday at Target.
Of course. Okay. Well, we're going to get through this quick here because this is pretty easy. I just want to say this. Let's see here. Donald J. Trump says, I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. So here's a study from Massachusetts General Hospital and Applied Physiology, Nutrition and Metabolism found a possible reason aspartame doesn't help you lose weight. A surgeon at Massachusetts General Hospital and the study's senior author explains, sugar substitutes like aspartame are designed to promote weight loss and decrease the incidence of metabolic syndrome. But a number of clinical and epidemiological studies have suggested these products don't work very well and might make things worse. And it's pretty interesting. So, and looking at this as someone who reads a lot of scientific articles and is kind of keyed in and actually does science that's, peer reviewed, as a job, it's interesting to look at this because a lot of studies are like, here is some bullshit study where we found we took 20 people who said they don't drink any soda, and here's 20 people that say they drink diet soda every day, and most of those people are overweight. Most of the thin people don't drink soda. There's a something going on, and it's like, okay, yeah, those are just reports like that, or self-reported diet studies are notoriously just not consistent because people don't remember what they ate, or they lie about what they ate, or they, do that. And maybe the overweight people drink diet soda because they're overweight, not because they, drank the diet soda and became overweight. It's tough. But in this study, and so I was reading this and I was like, oh, come on, whatever. And they actually found a mechanism, which I thought was interesting, that the artificial sweetener aspartame inhibits intestinal alkaline phosphatase, which is a gut enzyme that researchers believe prevents obesity. So they're saying aspartame might be healthy, or might not hurt you or whatever, but it may inhibit this enzyme that helps break down food. So you're storing more fat than you normally would be, and it's nothing to do with a study where you get 20 people or that. It's actually a mechanism. They found a mechanism. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. That's great. They did a test, and I'm reading this article, and the next thing says, test out aspartame's effect. Researchers examined 4 groups of mice over a 4-week period. This is a mouse study, and what I wanted to rant about is mouse studies are not people studies. There have been so many mouse studies where the exact opposite thing happens in people, because mice are a great tool for doing scientific research, because we can clone mice. You can have the same, clone of each mouse. So you have everything, genetics, all completely targeted for, this. So you can establish an environment that's identical, a diet that's identical. They have the identical genes, all of these things. So it's like, oh, it's awesome. We've got, it's just this change, basically. You're reducing every variable but, their food intake or their light intake or whatever, which is interesting. But There's articles that say here's an article from Big Think saying scientific studies using mice may be hard to replicate due to their gut microbiomes being very different than human gut biomes. So it's just kind of like something I wanted to bring up. So when you read an article where they say, oh, this is crazy, Diet Coke's probably undermining you. And it's like, well, if you read the title of the study is Inhibition of the Gut Enzyme Intestinal Alkaline Phosphatase may explain how aspartame promotes glucose intolerance in mice, not in people, in mice. So maybe there is something to look at here. They found something they need to look at in people. But to take this data and say, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, people go on your, good, green eco health Facebook page and share this article and not attribute the actual research that was connected to it, and be like, this is, some sort of red flag. And it's like, no, it's a mouse study. Diet studies on mice are typically known as to be very unreliable and hard to replicate in general. So it's tough to say that. So my thought is when you see an article that says, oh, this new scientific study says this, go to the study and look it over. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like going to Snopes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, that's what the article says, but let's actually dig into it. And like, sometimes there's something like, for instance, this is a red flag to me though, because they did find some sort of mechanism. You know what I mean? And if that's happening in people too, that's something that would be interesting. Maybe that is something, but it's a mouse study as well.
And it's tell, basically.
It's too early to tell. You know what I mean?
Reporting.
And so there's a lot of questions that you have to have. So like I even said, like when I was talking about this online, I was like, to me, it's a bit of a red flag because, they did find, this isn't just a correlation study. I was like, oh, the fat mice that drink Diet Coke stay fat. And it's like, well, it's like what actually is physically causing it? Where's the evidence, the smoking gun? And they seem to have found this enzyme, which they think might be causing it. So if that works the same way in humans as it does mice, then maybe that is happening, but we don't know that. Because that's another step we need to take. So I like to just say when you read these articles, be skeptical, but don't be so skeptical where you don't think anything can happen. That's kind of something I was taught when I was in college. Getting my science degree was it's important to be skeptical, but also important to have an open mind. So you need to be able to balance both and kind of weigh the evidence. So, and a lot of people say, well, in this particular thread I was posting it to, people had in the previous, because there was some website that I go to frequently, people were talking about aspartame, and I found this study and I thought it was interesting. And people were like, oh, do you work for big pharma or big agriculture or the soda companies? Because, then, all this research done by these soda companies is going to be slanted one way. And I'm like, okay, possibly. But science is science and it gets peer reviewed. And the people that peer review it aren't industry people always. You have college academics peer reviewing stuff as well. And it cuts both ways, because if you're a college professor, or work for, the Massachusetts General Hospital, and you get a published study where you find the, smoking gun for what causes metabolic syndrome in a lot of Americans, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? So you're always publishing studies to get noticed. Whether it's to improve your personal capital, or get your name out there, or if you work for a soda company to try and provide more evidence as to why aspartame is safe. It's all there's everyone's out for themselves in science as well. So you can't really push that one way or the other. If you look at all these quacks like Dr. Joseph Mercola, he's like, you got to eat organic and all this. Also, go to my website and buy these shakes. It's like, obviously you're in this for yourself. But in the end, what makes science so great is the burden is the proof. And so keep a skeptical eye out and ask for the proof. And that's it. That's my rant. Matt, play me away. All right, Adam's got to get back to Pokemoning. TJ has got to get some sleep, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man. Why didn't you say that? What a trooper. We could have recorded maybe a little earlier.
No, I didn't have time.
All right.
I ate pizza right before we did this.
Oh, boy. Your pizza crash.
Yeah.
That'll happen. So, well, thanks for tuning in. The website's Adam. What's the website? Oh my God, we got you here.
Bornintheeighties.net.
That's right. 80spodcast.com also.
Party.
Whoa. TJ, your mic.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Moving.
You can't move. You're not allowed to move.
There we go.
You can go to that website and leave a comment there on the episode page, or you can leave us some feedback on the forum there. We're on Facebook, Born in the 80s Podcast, Facebook, Twitter. Leave us comments. We'll answer you. There's an email too, right?
Yeah, it's bitecast@gmail.com.
Oh, man. I haven't checked that in a long time.
Yeah, what is that?
Let's see. No emails. Only retweets showing up from the official Born in the 80s Twitter account. So, so you can catch us online anywhere. We'll be back next week. And also check out the Ghost episode. It probably showed up on your feed already. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Get ready to be spooked. Play it on the anniversary of Halloween next year, because there's no 31st in November. What did you say, Matt? Sorry?
It's our Thanksgiving Spooktacular special.
Our Thanksgiving Spooktacular. Let's make it a tradition. That is going to do it, though.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Adam's here.
Just can't wait to BB King.
Nobody's saying do this. Nobody's saying be there. I don't know the rest of the words. It's fine.
No one's saying say stop that. Now
No one's saying see here.
Not yet.
All right, I need to figure out where the event is live now, because we just went live.
Oh, I'm really regretting not buying beer when I was out shopping earlier.
I put like 1,000 hashtags on my post.
Hashtag Black Friday.
Hashtag Black Friday. I'm editing. I gotta edit my tweet now. I gotta get that hot.
I don't know if it'll work if you edit it. You have to do another one.
Wait, really?
I don't know. Just say free Walmart deals.
Wait, could I just retweet your tweet and then just use a bunch of hashtags?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing.
Get that trash SEO.
Get that SEO. I'm just gonna tweet SEO. Hashtag SEO.
Hashtag SEO expert.
Black Friday shopping. Hashtag Walmart. Hashtag GameStop.
Deals and steals.
Hashtag Target. Hashtag deals. Steals. Hashtag podcast.
Hashtag fuck Black Friday. I'm done with this.
Hashtag buy nothing day, or whatever that is.
Hashtag buy nothing day. Yep. Hashtag buy can't buy me love. Hashtag Beatles. Okay. There we go. I've retweeted Matt.
That'll bring
Let's
in
get
our
the SEO. That's gonna get the
narrowly
SEO.
focused, our specific laser beam of people that are going to be interested in the show.
Mm-hmm. I figure we cast a wide net. And then I'm gonna post it on the Facebook page. Recording live. Then I'm going to share that post to my personal page. I think that the previous episode's image that I made is the most horrifying one I've done.
It was very horrifying.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it. I need to see it.
It's bad. Share on your own timeline.
What? Found Footage Festival is going to be at the Barrymore Theater tomorrow.
I know. I'm going to be there as well. I bought tickets already. 12.
$12? I can buy $12.
Well, it's more than
can
12
afford that.
though, because they charge you a convenience fee of $1.50 if you buy them online. But if you buy them there, it's 15. So it's pretty much
Is it general
13.50.
seating?
I just retweeted
I
your
think
retweet.
it is. With more tags on it?
Yes. Not a lot more, but enough.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
If I buy tickets for this, can I hang out with you? Or will I be alone in the Barrymore Theater?
So I don't know. I believe Lauren said the last time we went it was just, and she asked me to ask if you wanted to go.
Yeah,
So you should probably just buy a ticket.
you did.
Well, I didn't think
Okay.
of it this morning when I bought the tickets, the 2 tickets I bought. So hashtag hack the world. Hashtag hack the
Hack the
future.
SEO.
Hack the SEO. Hashtag Snapchat. Hashtag dabbing. Hashtag
Pop Leo.
Okay, what is?
hashtag Pop Leo.
I don't know what dabbing is.
Adam knows.
What? Yep.
You know what dabbing is.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag mannequin challenge. Sweet.
That's
Just
another
put it all in there.
The best way to describe dabbing is just 2 Hitler hands in the same horizontal direction, specifically to your
Well,
left.
I've seen like pictures, like
No, it's
but
just
where-
smell
to
your
your right.
armpit and point to one side. That's it.
Cover,
Right, Adam?
I was thinking of a different kind of dabbing.
Adam? Yeah. Well, that's the joke, I think.
Ah,
I think that's the whole point.
yeah.
of
I don't
that.
know the other. I can gather from context clues what the other kind is, but I'd never heard of that before either.
I have a third kind of dabbing that involves bingo.
Those are daubers. Come on, man.
They're dabbers. I don't care.
They're
I'm from,
daubers.
I'm from northern Wisconsin. It's dabbers.
I've played bingo at the church picnic with my six card sheet of bingo cards and my dauber, and I think I won once. So I bought tickets for this. So hopefully I remember
All right.
about this tomorrow.
We'll pick you up and we'll go together. I'm like
Cool.
99% sure it's just general seating because the last time we went, Lauren said that.
Because if
So,
it wasn't, they would have had me select a seat when I was.
yeah.
I think I've been to the Barrymore Theater before, and they don't even have seat numbers.
No, you just kind of get in, sit down.
Is that the one?
All
on,
right.
Yeah, that's the one on Atwood.
Before
Right.
we get
We
started,
should probably start.
before we get
Oh.
before we get started, my internet doesn't like me, so I'm gonna swap. Just give me
God damn.
38 seconds. All right, ready, go.
Tacos. Okay, that's fine. We got some SEOs now.
Now I'm out of beer. Why didn't I buy beer? Because I ate like a shit dumpster yesterday, and I was trying to be healthy today. Oh, it's working. There's a person watching. Oh no, wait, that's me.
I would like to mention that there's a band called Born in the 80s now.
Is there?
I think there has been before.
Oh no.
If I remember when we
There
first
was
were
a
doing the
song.
podcast, there was somebody.
Nope.
No.
Born in the 80s is a
Nope.
cover band that didn't
That
exist
sounds-
until rather recently.
Do they cover?
The artist Calvin Harris had a album called Born in the 80s.
Ah, right. Yeah, that's what it was.
Check.
There's lots of t-shirts. There's lots of stuff, but and actually, Adam,
Mhm.
I looked into trademarking,
Yeah.
and it costs way too much. But also, the way that U.S. law works for trademarks is the first person to publish anything gets the trademark. So, born in the 80s is us.
Did you say law?
That is much louder than you're talking. Okay, we need to get levels.
Let me do a couple. How about that?
Yes, I need new levels anyway.
Here that has candy floating in it.
Let's get them all in there.
Is it all uniformly too loud?
Yeah. Let's have everyone talk. So I'm this far from the mic. This is my talking voice. We'll do Adam next.
I'm this far from the mic, and this is my talking voice.
Matt, go.
I'm a pretty princess.
TJ.
Don't speak. I know just what you're thinking. So please stop explaining.
All right. Let me listen back to the recording. All right. Chat.
I googled bite John Rowe and it showed your channel. Or not.
So if you go to
Google,
#born in the 80s on Twitter, it's like you can find a lot of tweets that have nothing to do with us. So get on that, people.
I remember Rugrats. #born in the 80s.
Yep. But the most recent tweet, or the top tweet, sorry, let's do latest, was there's a Born in the 90s quiz is up there. And that was October 25th. And then the most recent one is the tweet I just made saying we were live. So, yes.
I think we could take over that hashtag.
Oh, we could. Yeah, and that person who asked us if we were the band is probably that.
Yeah. I don't understand why you didn't lie to that person.
The band seems all right. They're cool. The guy has a guitar in this picture, so
should we have him on the show?
We could. Why not?
Wait, which guitar?
I can't really see. If you just #born in the 80s, you can see it's red. It's got like a really long handle, and then like a black part of the handle. I don't know. You can find it.
Hashtag born in the...
Oh wait, I got a much closer one. It says Axis. Roland.
Oh.
Yeah. They're playing it for a wedding, it looks like, in this one.
Yeah, I didn't know those came in.
Picture.
The Roland AX ones are super expensive and hardcore.
That's okay. We were way before them anyway. So.
Yeah, the Roland AX. I didn't know they came in red though. That's awesome. I want one.
There's a Born in the 80s T-shirt that is the Back to the Future logo. It's Born in the 80s.
That was actually born in the 80s.
If you were born in the 80s, you did not know what Back to the Future was until you saw it on VHS much later. Because wasn't that first movie 85?
It was 85.
It needs to be, born in the 80s, but I had older siblings. Hashtag.
Yeah, right. So
it was like 85, then 88, then 89.
So, like, if you were born in the 80s, some of your first Disney movies would have been what you remember, like your Little Mermaids or Beauty and the Beasts or Lion King. Like, that's your first memory. The first Toy Story.
Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete?
That's correct.
Wouldn't you think I'm a girl who has everything?
Everything.
We'll just keep doing this.
What the fuck?
We'll just keep doing the whole podcast. We got this.
All right, this is the musical episode. Stop. We gotta start. Did anyone write anything in the news section?
No, my Black Friday was shit.
I didn't write anything. I want to hear Not news. I'm saying like in the notes, the document. I haven't even opened it.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, you did.
Yeah, we got our shit together, John. Come on. I even did a BuzzFeed
Uh.
clickbait for one of mine.
All right, let's just get this done. Played. What did I play?
Let's get this shit over with.
You played Shrimps.
I'm just trying to. I gotta get stuff written down. All right, I think we're good. TJ says Black Friday sucks.
Yeah. I could type it in. I'm just lazy.
I'm gonna type it in.
Did anyone die this year?
I don't know. I hope so.
What the hell?
Carol Brady died, but that was yesterday.
I don't think there's any news. Nothing happened.
There's not really any.
Nothing good happened.
Oh, good. Black Friday 2016 turns deadly in multiple shootings at malls.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yay, America!
America. 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 Oh, yeah. Did you see that the recount there's going to be a recount happening in Wisconsin?
Yeah, I saw that.
Thanks to Jill Steiner.
So there's a website called BlackFridayDeathCount.com.
Okay.
And they have 9 deaths and 102 injuries listed for this year.
Welcome to Born in the
reliable that is,
80s. I want to start.